Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is the game between Semper and Nerchio on New Gettysburg, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map we have the blue Terran player, it is Semper, representing Root Gaming. And in the bottom right side of the map we have the red Zerg player from Euronix Gaming, it is Nerchio. Took a quick pause there from Nerchio, but we don't have to experience that because this is a replay. Alright, so a TVZ for you guys here on this Gettysburg map. It's a really, really fun map. You have this great island base down here, and it's other one over here on the left side. On the bottom side, there's only one way in. You cannot fly over these red walls, which makes for some pretty weird interactions with the Broodlords. I think they already patched it. TLO tweeted out something like that a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, if you use Broodlords to go through these walls, then it loses the Broodling Strike, which is most of the Broodlord's damage, and the little Broodlings down there eating away don't do very much. So, yeah, losing the Broodling Strike greatly deprives the Broodlord of a lot of DPS. So I think this latest patch fixed it, but I'm not sure if we can... I don't know. I'm not sure if we'll see Broodlords in this game. Alright, so it looks like our friend Semper is going for the very, very standard, indeed, almost ubiquitous Reaper expand. What you got, Semper? Ready, set, Reaper. There it is, Reaper. Okay, so I've got my Reaper list ready to go, and who's it going to be? This is going to be Ash. Ash is an avid Pokemon Go player who thinks he has discovered a Charizard at Zerg's base. So this guy he's just Pokemon Go playing, man. My kids are so into that game. Holy smokes. Actually, my wife too. She loves it. I think it's fun, but I am not like super into it like they are. Anyway, so this is Ash. His little Pokemon Go app told him, hey, a Charizard was spotted nearby, and he says, what? And he hops onto his rocket suit and says, let's get over there as fast as we possibly can. I need rockets to propel me to get this Charizard. I haven't seen one ever in my Pokemon Go history. I know it's inside a Zerg base. I know it's dangerous. I know my Pokemon Go app tells me not to trespass on private property, but dang it, I have to get that Charizard. So he's making a beeline over to the Zerg base. Unfortunately, there are 4 Zerglings spawning. Unfortunately, there are 2 queens on the way, and speed coming up as well. This window is very short for him to find that Charizard. And unfortunately, you can't really fight and capture a Charizard if you're being smacked at by Lings. So gotta kill these Lings out first, but they're just a delaying tactic until the queen pops out. Kitty 8 charge hits, not much of anything there. Ash, come on. He has killed 2 Lings. He might get 3. Ah, the queen showed up. The queen showed up. Ash is not going to give up, though. Ash is going to get healed up by his combat drugs. All good Pokemon Go players have combat drugs. It helps them to be healed out when they are searching for those Pokemon Go. All right. Are we going to come back in? Coming back in. Come on. Come on, Ash. You can do it. You're almost at 100% health. Ah, crap. Queen again stabbing away. Moving the queen away with a KD8 charge, though. Well placed. Well placed indeed. Meanwhile, our friend Semper is working on a factory, getting a barracks with Stim coming up here too, and making a ton of Marines out of that reactored barracks. Expansion base is up for Semper. Obviously an expansion is here for Nerchio. Nerchio should be thinking about taking a 3rd sometime soon, which can be a little bit difficult if there's a Reaper running around, but these Lings have speed in about 4 seconds, and once they have speed, Ash is a dead man. Ash, one more try. Go inside and try. Nope, he knows. He knows the Lings have speed. He started running. Kitty 8 charged the Lings and did injure them. Gonna try to kill one of them. Yes, there's only 3 remaining. Can you do this thing, Ash? Kitty 8 charge again. Hurting. I think he hurt himself there a little bit. It gets another kill, and he's dead. And he's dead. Ash falls. 4 units lost. I think that was 4 Lings that Ash killed. That's not bad. I mean, he really only ever scouted the natural base. He didn't even really see this Rotorn either. It's rough. It's a rough go for Ash, but killing that many Lings was okay. I mean, can't give him a passing grade, unfortunately, without any scouting and no drone kills. Ling kills are part of it. They're part of your grade, but they're not all of it, unfortunately, for Ash there. And may he rest in peace. Income tab, 34 to 38. Total harvesters in favor of Nerchio. 3rd base is on the way. Probably started soon after I said he should get one. 8 roaches under production for Nerchio. Nerchio going for this Roach Ravager stuff. We've seen this Roach Ravager mid-game be very, very strong. But if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. You cannot rely on it past about 13 minutes. After 13, 14 minutes against a really good Terran player, the upgrades on the bio are too good. Roaches and Ravagers become less and less effective over time. And then you're just regretting that you didn't go for Ultras, you didn't go for Broodlords, you didn't go for Infestors or anything. You just stuck on this Roach Ravager. So we'll see if Nerchio can do it. He can successfully transition or just straight up win with Roach Ravager too. I mean, that's not something that is out of the realm of possibility. We've seen it quite a bit, actually. Some of these 3-base Roach Ravager timings be very, very strong indeed against Terran. So here comes some Marines marching on down. I think that Ling scouted this army out. Well, he did now. And he managed, almost managed to escape with his life. It was close, but he didn't. So here come the Marines for Semper. They do have Stim. Combat Shield is on the way, +1/+1 on the way, but he doesn't need it for this attack. 73 versus 78 supply. Nerchio looking very good indeed. He's got roaches at the top of this ramp, just begging Nerchio or Semper to come up. And yeah, 3 queens too. That really hurts. Queens with that 9 range. Is that what they have now? 8 range, 9 damage versus air units. They're just so good at killing medevacs that are sitting there trying to heal their units. And yeah, Semper very wisely, I was going to say, very wisely retreats, but no. He almost tried to get that creep tumor, but it popped down before he could get there. Roaches trying to chase these Marines away. They do kill one. They do kill one. And that's enough to make Semper run away. Another drop here for Semper heading across the map to the right side. 3rd base on the way for Semper. About the same time a 4th base is coming up for Nerchio up along the right side there too. So both players expanding up along their side of the map as we usually see here on New Gettysburg. Nothing too weird on that way. Already an infestation pit for Nerchio. Getting Glio Reconstitution out, getting +1 melee and +1 Carapace. So he's definitely planning on transitioning to those Ultras. And why wouldn't you? Ultras are good. Ultras are super good in TVZ. Again, I don't want to say it's impossible for Terran to handle this, as there's a drop here in the main base by Semper, but there's a lot of roaches here. And again, the queen count is just insane. Okay, there are 5. It's not insane. But 5 drones didn't get killed at that attack at the main base. 54 to 60 workers, 55 to 61 in favor of the Nerchio. An attack by Marines up to try to force a cancel on this 4th. Nerchio has no units defending this whatsoever. Can he save it with his roaches? No. There's the cancel. Just barely gets the cancel. Doesn't kill any of these Marines at all. Semper with a very nice move there. Marines popping up this way toward the natural base. Undersupported, they do take down a queen. Their medevacs did not want to come with them because the medevac was very low on health, and taking down queens means you're getting stabbed in the face by needles from queens if you're a medevac. 2 infestors on the way. A hive being researched as well here for Nerchio. Roaches chasing these units around, chasing the medevacs, waiting for them to unload so that the roaches can take down the Marines inside them. Nerchio says, enough defense, it is time to go on the offense. On the offensive? On the offensive. He's going to try to take down this 3rd base by Semper, pushing right on in. There is nothing here for Semper. Run. Run, SCVs. Get the heck out of there. A lot of SCVs dying. 6 of them. Tanks defending, 3 tanks actually, defending this natural, but not really in a position to prevent this orbital command from getting acid saliva to death. Forces the liftoff there. Ugh. Semper, you can't lose that. Meanwhile, another attack up here at the 4th base from Semper gets chased away by more and more roaches. It's 127 to 127 total supply. And Semper's going tank, which I'm okay with. Tanks are not bad against Ultras doing their extra damage versus armored if you upgrade them. Not that many Terran players do, but I don't know. It's better than sticking on Marine Marauder and trying to make it work against Ultras is what I have to say. +2/+2 on the way from Semper. He is looking pretty darn good on that upgrade front. Ultraless Cavern on the way from Nerchio at 8 minutes. That's a pretty fast Ultra Cavern. Man, that's fast. I don't know if I could get there if I tried. Anyway, +2/+2 on the way for those Ultras and those Lings. More for the Ultras than anything else, though. And here comes 2 full medevacs full of Marines. Sneaking on down to what looks like the main base of Nerchio, but flew right past an Overlord and got scouted. And the medevacs are trying to fly over these walls at that expansion island. Can't do it. You cannot path over them. I know you want to, but you can't. The entire army is here for this drop. Semper says, nope. I'm going to turn around and go home. I'd rather not drop and suicide my units here. He has another attack up to the north, which I like. I like doing that. Kind of maybe feinting into the main. He boosts back into the main here. And he tries to drop and get some more drone kills here. But Lings are here. Infestors are here. Roaches are here. Any fungal growths available? Yes. Giant fungal all over the Marines. All over the medevacs too. Does pick up a few of them. And manages to escape, but that didn't do much damage whatsoever. This small attack group by Semper up here at the north Zalnaga Watchtower is just... Nerchio's ready for it. We'll just say that. 197 to 160 total supply. Lings, Infestors, Roaches, Ravagers ready to rock right here. 2 Ultras on the way. Chitinous plating being researched as well. Nerchio is essentially maxed out. Semper sitting about 164 total supplies, making Liberators... I like that, making another starport for even more and more Liberators. Taking a 4th base here, just to the right of his natural. which is a pretty good spot to take it. And again, still trying to drop. Still trying to find a place where he can get rid of Nerchio's stuff, kill his workers, kill his units. Lings and ultras and roaches. It's just a big army for Nerchio right now. Army supply is, in fact, 126 to 105, which isn't a huge difference, but these ultras are a problem. Tanks splashing on all of these lings. Big army clears out the lings. The lings by themselves, not very good. They kind of need to be supported. A lot of them die. I think maybe Nerchio was just cleaning out supply. Big attack here from Semper with his +2/+2 Marines and Marauders, forcing a full retreat at this 4th base from Nerchio, getting rid of this Nidus network. Oh, nicely done. Can he get the hatch too before the army shows up? And yes, he absolutely can. The hatch is going to fall. Bam, there's the pickup. There's the boost out. Semper with a beautiful snipe on that hatchery. Nerchio loses a base. You can't really afford to do that at this stage in the game, Nerchio, but all right, he's trying to make more and more Ravagers, and Semper is making more and more Liberators, pumping them 3 at a time, going for a Ghost Academy too. Can Semper do this? Oh, a Corrosive Bile. A Fungal Bile attack on an attempted drop here just outside the natural. Absolutely nothing doing. Again, trying to drop more units, maybe force a cancel on the 4th base again is Semper, but Nerchio responds with Lings, with Ultras, with Ravagers and Roaches, and says, no. Nope, not going to happen. Semper is turning his 4th base into a Planetary Fortress. +3/+3 coming up for those biological units. +1 Flyer Carapace being researched by Nerchio, and a +3 melee attack and ground Carapace on the way, as well as centrifugal hooks. So he's going for some Banelings against this bio-heavy composition. But I like the tanks from Semper. I like the Liberators from Semper. 8 Corruptors on the way for Nerchio, though. He replaced that Ling supply with Corruptor supply, which is fantastic. I really can't say enough about Corruptors in TVZ. They're just good. They're just really, really good. And this drop by Semper, it's just a few Marines, is really keeping a bunch of Ultras and Roaches at home for Nerchio. He doesn't have them with his main army here. Liberators are setting up defender mode circles, and Nerchio says, I want nothing to do with this, and retreats from the north Zelnaga Watchtower. Corruptors finding the Medivacs, though. Oh, Semper. Losing 2 almost full Medivacs is never a good thing. 200 to 181 total supply. That's our ghost count out. 2 on the way now. Those are the first 2, 3 on the way for Semper. So some pretty good steady targeting might be nice. It's just the Banelings crashing on top of the ghosts is a problem. The fungal growth from the Infestor is also a problem too. So clearing out some of the creep is Semper here by the Zelnaga Watchtower. Trying to bait some of these units into these defender mode circles, but Nerchio a little bit too smart for that. He's not really getting anywhere near the circles of death. Nerchio slinging up his army into this gold base up north, and then coming from the south, trying to do this, but the tanks are in great position. The Corruptor's getting rid of one of the Liberators almost instantly. That's not a good look. Another one dying here too. Nerchio just picking them off one by one like it's a buffet or something. Corruptor Ball again, fairly intimidating, and Nerchio going for it. He's moving right on in. Ultras in front. Banelings a little bit stuck in the back. Corruptors taking out everything in the air. Fungals on top of everything, though. Can they hold on? Ultras just not dying along this left side. Infestors getting themselves murdered. All the Liberators are gone, though. Stutter Step being employed by Semper. He has that +3 attack. Ghosts at the front. Get out of there, Ghost. There's no Ultras for you to kill anymore. Trying to hold on, and all the Medivacs are gone. Full retreat now is Semper. 103 to 185 total supply. Nerchio remaxing with Lings, with Ultras, with Queens. And he didn't necessarily win that battle, but he didn't have to. He had the macro. He's got his 4th base up, reestablished. He remaxed with Lings, which aren't necessarily as good against the bio, but he does have 5 Ultras in production. And actually, that's all he has. He lost all of those Ultras already. Wow. So nicely done by Semper. All right. Trying to send a base up to take a 5th along this top left side, but that's exactly where Nerchio's army is. 125 to 200 total supply. Some long-distance mining SCVs getting murdered as well. Corrosive Bile landing, trying to take down this command center. Corruptors chasing after it, getting some shots off. Can they get it into the red? They get it into the red, but steady targeting being used to get rid of a lot of the Corruptors here, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, that means the Ultras have free reign. Corruptors, there are still too many of them. They're getting rid of factories in the air, and that's it. A GG out of Semper. Semper is defeated. Nerchio is victorious, and Semper has left the game. Well done indeed by Nerchio. Again, that's what it came down to. It was a huge battle up here by the North Zelnaga Watchtower. Nerchio did not necessarily win it. He lost a lot of stuff, but he was able to remax more quickly than Semper was. Also, Semper using the steady targeting on the Corruptors might have been a bad idea. I think perhaps it would have been a better idea to use them on the Ultras, as there were still 4 left for Nerchio. If those were gone, I don't know, maybe let the Corruptors have free reign in the air and just kind of let your Marines deal with them later. It's a tough spot. It's just a tough spot when the Zerg army is that much bigger than yours is, especially with such good fungals by Nerchio. Just well-placed fungals throughout most of the game. And that was pretty much it. So well done to Nerchio, and that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Let's give a quick shout out to everybody who donated to my Patreon so far. And thank you so much for donating. Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, KN, Matt Mermans, Hekon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboin, 19-Day, Keith Garlow, Michael Wellen, Alexandros Kolonaris, Michael McIntosh, Bo Preset, Pushpak Eledu, Trevor Smith, Alex Sims, Back Bertie, Sip Kopatada, Plaid, Jan Kodera, and Rajiv Bhatt. Thanks again to everybody who has donated so far. There's a link at the top right if you'd like to go ahead and pledge. Again, just $1 a month would be so appreciated and so welcome on the channel. You can get rewards. You can get t-shirts. I will cast my own games. I'll cast your games. Check me out again on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Thank you.